Hola controles, bienvenidos a su podcast El After. El de hoy tenemos dos invitados muy especial. Infected Mushroom, my friends, how are you?
Good.
I'm very happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's our pleasure.
So for so much time. And here basically, I know you have been interview a lot of interviews all around the years. But like I was telling you, like every guy that I interview all over the world always quoted you as inspiration to go. And Michelin, when I interviewed she mentioned you were very important, and a lot of DJs and producers all over the world. So I would like first like a quick like how was your first approach into music, because you were an inspiration to many, and maybe you will quote maybe hallucinogen, Spongo now, but how was that first approach into the music that motivated you to go inside the production?
Well, for us, it's a bit different. Well, because age-wise, I was already partying, and he was, when we started, he was like 15 years old, 16 years old. So it was a bit different approach. He was more of a keyboard player and engineer. And for me, I was already a raver, even though I'm a keyboard player. And I went into this kind of music because of parties, you know, back in the day, Psytrance in Israel. First early bands like Astral Projection, and you mentioned Hallucinogen, Ethnica, they all used to come a little bit to Israel, and this is even before Goa that I later on went. So this is how I got into Psytrance. And then when I met Erez and we started Infected Mushroom, he was already in a band, he was already doing Psytrance with Shiva Shidapu. So we kind of collided together as Duvdev and Shidapu, and that was a weird name. And after a few tracks and after being comfortable in the studio, we came up with Infected Mushroom. So that's how we both kind of went into this.
Oh, amazing. And why Infected Mushroom?
We just looked for a good name and it was available. Let's call it like that. You know, there was another band called Infected Mushroom, young band in Israel. We call it a school band, okay? But in Israel, everybody goes to 18 to the army, so there's no more school bands. So when we started a few years later, we were looking for a name, and that was a great name. So here comes Infected Mushroom.
Wow. And for you, Eris, you're a very talented keyboard player and producer and engineer. What motivated you to go into this world of music?
To me, it was a great mix of music, technology that I like, computers and stuff. And also the sounds were special. It's not sounds that I heard in the radio at the time. The sounds themselves were cool sound designs, and I had no idea how these sounds are made at the time.
We started as very bad producers.
Yeah, very bad
when
producers.
You call it today good producers, this is 30 years later. But
we didn't know anything. There was no internet to learn from, no YouTube tutorials. If you're lucky, you have a manual and you can open and read a manual, you know. Then English was not our first language, you know, so at the time it was 15, 14, whatever. So it was hard to learn. So it's all like trial and error. I like learning. I like, this music was also danceable. So I don't know, something of the mix of all of these three things excited me, you know, at the time.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and the first programs were like, you start with Impulse Tracker? Or?
Yeah. I mean, there was just something else before, but I ended up with Impulse Tracker at the time.
Yeah, if people see how is it DOS or it's very, very different of Cubase or Logic.
Completely different system with numbers and sequences, and
it's cool.
And this is how we started. And our signature beginning sound was half Impulse, half
Cubase,
half Cubase. So that was our signature, because nobody at the time were doing like loops like we did in Impulse and then music in Cubase. So we were like, when you first heard Infected Mushroom over there, we were different because of the way that we used to work. But again, we didn't know anything.
Like especially we have a track named Tommy the Bat, and this you can hear a lot of all the drums in, like the crazy drums over there are all in Impulse Tracker. And in Cubase at the time, there was no audio editing.
Nobody can do that.
It was only MIDI at the time. So we took audio from stuff from Impulse Tracker and mixed it with the MIDI of Cubase, and it was a great thing at the time.
Yeah.
A lot of work, but...
This was your unique signature at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times. Exploring, you know?
Yeah.
trying to find solutions.
Yeah, you always go into the lab, something, doing experiments. And okay, so you start Infected Mushroom, you have the name, you already had experience in the scene, Everest also as a very talented keyboard player and as an engineer.
Play keyboard too, yeah.
Well, both musicians at that time, it was like the great mix. You have all the experience, what work in the dance floor.
Yep.
And at that time, well, I think in any time, if you like technology, always the plugins and it's technology.
Yeah.
We're engineers.
Of course.
Like how
Electronic music is all about technology. Definitely. It's even though we play keyboards or piano and everything, the music that you hear is all about technology. Yes.
Yeah. All the music synthesis. If you take like a Moog and you start like moving, it's engineering.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it's understand why the music synthesizer, like what is a quad synthesizer. It's an amazing world. And so then you start and you already have making music. How long does it took you to launch like your first album or on that times?
So we back in the day were 24/7 in the studio. He was still in school. He didn't care about school. I was after the army. I didn't care about going to school. So I had a job and we had no money. We had no gigs. So we had no tour and all that. So we just stayed in the studio and did music over music over music. And we had our first album ready very fast. In the first year, 96, that album, The Gathering, was ready. But
2 years.
No.
2 years until release, yeah.
No, it was ready in the first year in 96, but nobody wanted to release it. So we took this album in 96, end of 96, and went to every label back in the day in our country, in Israel. And we were literally thrown out every door. Nobody wanted this.
Everyone said it's not
What is
Psytrance.
this? What is this?
Too melodic.
Not even Psytrance. He's talking about people who knew what it is. We went to some of the big stuff and the rock stuff, and they go like, how would we play this
in the radio?
In the radio and shit like this. Go like, and then we went to specialty trance, and they say, okay, this is not really what's going on and stuff. Nobody wanted it. Eventually, 98, B&E, which was the first company who signed Infected Mushroom, said a guy there, Avi Yosef, he still works with the Mushrooms until today. He's part of our management team. And he convinced the owner to sign us to a 3-record deal album. And in 98 came The Gathering, the first album. But we had it ready. That's why the Classical Mushroom was almost ready at 98, you know? But it took a long time to put music. It's not like today. Today you want to put music out there. Even if you don't have
Just
a label,
upload it.
you just upload it. Back in the day, it's the old school way, record labels, and this is in our country. In each country, it was even difficult.
Contract, lawyers, all this crap.
I remember even our first deal here in Mexico was with Plasmas, you know, back in the day it was Legendary and stuff. That's a big label. We were already a big band. But that was a big deal to sign with a major label in each country. And it took us a long time because nobody understood what we are. Besides the dance floor, you know, the dance floor was always with us, but not the commercial world. So it took time.
Yeah. You were like the building the road.
Correct.
To many artists around that. That's I told you that's as a reference. Yeah, and I understand it was like very, very difficult. But once you launched the first album, how do you feel like the impact? Like finally, after so many hard work, tears, and
we didn't see it as hard work. We couldn't believe when we signed that record deal that somebody's taking an album of Infected Mushroom. We were like, who are these guys? What are they thinking about? We didn't see it as a hard work then, you know, because we were all about doing this. We were kids, you know. And then second album, Classical Mushroom, exploded all over the world, and then we go like, okay, this is becoming serious, you know. And then every week we get a call to go out of Israel because we became big out of Israel before Israel. Most of Psytrance artists are like that even until today.
Mexico is a good example.
Yeah. First time we came to Mexico, we go like, nobody knows who we are. The Gathering, our first album, sold here 3 copies. 3. We came here, there were 5,000 people who knew every track because of Casa back in the day, the download world and all that stuff. We came here, everybody knew us, and we were like, what the fuck? You know, we were blown away. So our beginning was just like, we were amazed at the beginning. Then second, third album, we became bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. We started working as a true, what we call a band today, with booking, with, we built a lot of stuff around us, and just to make us a proper big band. But at the beginning, it was only fun and games. We didn't know what's going on.
Yeah, totally, because it's brand new.
Yeah.
And so and that's so true. Nobody is like profiting his land. Always, and I'm so happy that your first experience in Mexico was amazing for you.
Amazing, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I recall some VHS videos of you playing in Teotihuacan, like
correct.
Many years ago.
Yeah, many years.
And which one was your first international party? Like your first time that you go out from Israel to play?
I think as Infected Mushroom, first time we went to Germany somewhere, or Austria. I don't know. One of these European. We slept in the promoter's house. It was really dodgy and stuff. But yeah, I think that was one of our first stuff. But and then it started pouring. Switzerland. We went to the mountains one time to play. It was this was the beginning of Europe. Was the beginning of,
and Japan too.
And then Japan came, because there was a lot of backpackers over there, and I was still. Goa we didn't play, but I was still going 97, 98 myself as a backpacker to Goa. So I started playing there. But Europe was the first continent that kind of brought us together. And then after Classical Mushroom, we first time to the States, Mexico, and all the rest. And then from there on, all over the world.
Yeah, amazing. No, and all your albums have like changed, always like new concepts, bring new ideas. Also, the technology started to be more the wave come inside, because at the beginning there was no wave.
Yes, correct.
And then you start like using more sounds and now sound editing, and then a lot of programs start like evolving. And how long did it take you to? You will also recognize as a band also. So it's not only you two. I met you as a band.
Yeah.
How long did it took like to change that concept, or what happened to change completely from two DJs just playing in the CDJs to change to a band?
Well, we started with adding a guitar player. So we called to the best guitar player we could find in Israel at the time. He was a legend, Erez Netz. He's still a legend. And he came to the studio, we talked, and we did the show in Japan like a week after or something. And it was great. It was a great combination. And then a few years later, we thought to add more musicians. We moved to the USA after. And in the USA, we did auditions for more musicians. And we chose the drummer, Rogerio, which is Brazilian. And he's like a machine. He's very, very precise. So we tried also bass players. And we had a lot of auditions from famous bass players. They were really, really good. But in the end, we decided not to add bass because of it's less danceable for us. So since then Duvdev went in front of the stage. We always used to have a table like this in front of us, and we like a DJ booth, and we play behind the table. And we had the managers that told us to change the look of the show, and suggested that Duvdev will go in front of the stage and be a frontman.
Technically, the move to the US changes to a band. That's what happened, because the American market was not ready back then for two DJs. Funny enough, it became now the most DJ-oriented place in the world with Vegas shows and all that shit. But back in the day, nobody understood what is these two guys behind the table.
Yeah.
So our manager told us, listen, let's become a proper band. If you sing behind the table, go outside. He will be the keyboard player, because he also already plays the keyboard, and just bring another guitarist and a drummer. And that's what happened. And that was 2006. And when Vicious Delicious came, basically, and that made us, at that time, the biggest electronic band then, and exploded us to markets and major markets that we've never been before, like commercial, because of Becoming Insane and all that. So, 2006, 2007.
And how was that movement? That it was a decision, like a market decision, because you're already like playing all over the world, and say, okay, let's move it to the mainstream. Where
for us, it was not a mainstream per se. We wanted to do, because we started collaborating in Israel with a lot of rock artists. Before we left, it was Barry Sakharov and stuff like that. We said, let's go try this in the big world,
And the collaboration in Israel was very successful.
Huge.
It was #1 in the radio for months.
Yeah, with Ayom Yom Huledet, birthday, it was such a big. So we said, you know what? Let's try this on the big world. Let's go do collaborations with Linkin Park, Pantera, Metal. We didn't know. We always listened to heavy metal and stuff like that. So we said, let's go there. So we got a 1-year visa as an artist, and we went and just rolled, you know. And then came the Korn collaboration, the Jane's Addiction with Peripheral. Then we did everything happened in the US, but it was not about moving to mainstream. It was about collaborations and as producers doing something that we can do from Israel. But then we kind of fell in love with the place, LA, California, and we're there until today, 21 years later.
Yeah, but I ask you because it's a hard. Israel is an amazing country.
Yes.
It has. I had the opportunity to be there several times. It has everything. You have desert. You have beaches. Amazing place. And also the people is very good. The food is amazing.
Oh yeah,
I love
#1.
I love the shawarmas. I love the hummus. I had the opportunity to try the bakery for the Shabbat.
oh yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I've been in a lot of places, and I can tell you that bakery that they do on Fridays. Wow.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, and also the people. The people is amazing. Also,
We love it.
The everything, the culture. So like leaving all your family, your friends, everything, like move because we're very far from United States to Israel.
It was definitely a music decision back then, but we thought it's a 1-year experience. We never thought, again, as you talk to us now as a big band, we were a big band when we did that move, but we did it for a year and just, again, fell in love with the place and the mentality and the touring and the stuff, and we just stayed. And I can tell you today, as much as Israel is where we come from, LA is home. We've been there for 21 years. We have families there and everything is there. And we go a lot to Israel, but that's our home for the last 20 years.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about Becoming Insane track because for me, I think for everybody it was like the mainstream for where the Psytrance music goes into MTV. Also, the singer is a Mexican singer. So for me, it's...
Yeah, of course.
How was that process?
So again, in that year when we were in America and just starting producing Vicious Delicious, in that album especially, we tried, because you see there's so many tracks over there, we tried to sound like different in every kind of track. And the Spanish track, which we call Becoming Insane, was recorded. Nets came to America and he recorded a few riffs, and so we had the whole track in English ready to go. Okay, but then because of the Spanish guitar in the beginning, we gotta involve like Spanish vocals into this, and we didn't know how to approach it because we don't speak, we don't know. So our manager at the time, he goes like, listen, there's a band here from Mexico, they're called Kinky, they live here in LA, I'll hook you up. And he did, and he came to the studio and he heard the track and he goes, okay guys, what do you want? And we go like, you shout this, because the Kinky singer is a bit, he sings a little, we go like, no, you go hardcore, this is Becoming Insane, you know.
He have crazy good vocals.
And he has great vocals and everything, and he goes like, okay, fuck it, and he did it, recorded it like 1 hour session or stuff like that, and left. And when the album came out, Becoming Insane was not a straight hit. It took like 3 months or something, the whole album, because it was different for Infected Mushroom back in the day. But then it's exploded. The whole thing exploded here, and from here to the rest of the world. Because at the beginning we thought, okay, this will explode in Mexico or in Spain, but no, this exploded here and then all over the world, and took us to levels again of being a bigger band to major festivals all over the world.
Yeah, because I saw that, because I the first time I see you was in a desert, like close to my city, to Monterrey, and I remember the I Wish tracks and everything, but then I saw like in MTV, it was like, wow. I imagine for yourselves it's the same, like.
Oh yeah, we again, not planned. We didn't. People think you do a hit, you plan it. This was not a planned album. And some track of that album until today, weird enough, our second biggest track in Spotify today is Change the Formality. Check it out. This is our second biggest. And I go like, this was a track we didn't even
It was like whatever.
It's like a B-side of that album, you know.
Yeah.
We didn't care about
For
this
us,
track.
at least.
For us, but apparently not, you know. So Heavyweight is that from album, Suleiman, special, many, you know. So it was a unique album, and it was a unique album for us because we were living together in the same house. Never before, and then never after. Vicious Delicious was produced while we were living in the same house.
And before kids.
And we had a lot of time on our hands until that album, by the way. Yeah. After that album, timing became an issue.
Time
is everything, you know.
Yeah, because it was a change of phase. You before Vicious Delicious, you have like all the time, explode it, move, experiment, try,
and then kids. yeah, in real life, you know.
Yeah, but you mark something like that. You don't have to be always the same BPM. You don't have to be always the same rhythms, the same kick and bass, or the full on the rolling bass.
This was already established when we did Converting Vegetarians. When we did Converting Vegetarians, basically we said, you know what, let's do an album. It was not all the way chill out because it had the trance side because we couldn't.
It's something we wanted to do.
Yeah, we wanted to do, and we couldn't let go. But we did this album, and again, we never thought, like we did the Wish song. We never thought this will become years later an anthem dance floor, you know. It was we wrote it as a ballad, you know, kind of electronic
song,
a song, you know. And then it became with the Skazi remix, and the first that it became such a dance hit. And today there's like 1,000 remixes of I Wish and stuff. But again, when we wrote it, it was like fun and games, and we didn't think about BPM, you know. So yeah, this I don't think, as you know today, BPM is what makes you dance, you know. There's like hits today in the tech world and the techno and stuff of 120 BPM that will destroy the dance floor, you know. People learn to dance in any BPM.
Totally. No, also the Wish, I forget, but it was, I imagine when you wrote the letter, or when you both wrote the letter, you didn't imagine the impact that it's going to have.
No.
Yeah, it's also an amazing track. Yeah, if anybody, you go to EDC and you play a Wish in whatever, everybody knows the track.
Correct. So, and again, we never thought that this will, you know, what will become of that track, you know. But you do the album each time, you put it out there, and then, you know, you see how it works with the people. You never know. Sometimes there's tracks that become like big, and we go like, why that track became big? And sometimes we know that this track will be big.
And thanks to this track, we also started making this plugin, I Wish.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because of the chopped, he worked so many hours on to cut my vocal. So in the end of the day, he said, okay, let's
find a faster solution.
Simplify this for other
there was
people.
no solution in the market to do something like this. So I'm like, I want to make my time faster. I don't want to waste 3 days or 2 days, I don't remember, you know, just to chop these little segments and whatever.
And get stuck in a loop and find the right loop.
Now we made a plugin that you just play it real time.
Yeah, no,
instead of 2 days. It's cool.
Yes, very easy solution.
No, it's also good, like as you're telling me, like very talented, and you as an engineer, yeah, your plugins are amazing. I have a manipulator, I have a Wish, and I use it.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're amazing. Not because you're here, because I have it, and they work pretty well. Because you know, in electronic music, you can have a killer synth and you can do a killer melody, but if you put like a great something to edit it, is a trance, is the beginning of the Goa. Is why people, if you want to listen regular piano, okay, classical music. If you want like full power kick and bass and a killer melody that people likes and recognize the psychedelic of the music.
Yeah,
that's so amazing plugins.
Thank you
For that. And after you launch this album, do you feel like a little bit of pressure, like try to launch something the same?
No, really, you know, for us, after Vicious Delicious, we went to The Legend of the Black Shawarma, which was a food diary and a heavy metal album. Then came Army of Mushrooms, which was a completely different style when we went to explore like the dubstep area in America and stuff like that. Then came CV2, Converting Vegetarian 2. So each album, we just do what we feel at that year, you know? And our feelings changed, our life changed, we grow up, our kids grow up, we listen to other stuff. So every year comes when you hear a new album of Infected Mushroom, it's literally what went in our minds in the last 2 years. That's it. You know, we don't think about how we think we edit every track many times, sound wise, melody wise. It goes back and forth because we have 2 studios and stuff. Yes, but we don't really know how it will impact the people. You know, so we just put the best album we can do at that certain of time, and we put it out. And if you like it, you like it. And if you like that track, you like that track. We don't have the pressure anymore, you know, because we produce so many albums. It's not like we have 1 album, 2 albums, and now we put the third. You go like, okay, no, we have 15 albums. So, you know, you like one, oh, you don't. What's lucky for us, because we're so many years in this business, a lot of people come to our shows and go like, I like the 4th and 5th album. And I go like, great. So that's your timing and that's your era, you know. But I like the new, fine. That's why we have so much crowd from young age to older ages coming to see our shows. So we're lucky.
We're just making music, you know, and we cannot choose who's gonna like it. It's just we're trying our best.
We try to like it.
Yeah, we try to like it. Yeah.
It's amongst ourselves. When you hear it, we like it. Okay? And we need to convince each other that we like it. And when we like it, it comes out. And then if you like it, it's a bonus.
Yeah.
If you buy it, bonus. You know, that's how it is, you know?
Yeah, today it's all streaming anyway. So.
No, yeah, but if you stream it, you buy it, you click it, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that's better, and that's what keep you so long in the business, because you always give different propositions. Like I told you, I have most of your albums, and I have heard most of them, and this is what I said. Every album is a different
story.
Yeah, I remember the Lane of the Bashawama was completely, totally different, which is delicious.
Yes.
And Converting Vegetarians has completely different. When I listen to the Army of Mushroom, because I see the cover, I say, wow, this is amazing. And then I start listening to the album. I don't remember if that was with the collaboration with Sasha Grey.
That's Army. No, that's Converting Vegetarian 2.
Oh, okay.
CV2 is Fields of Grey, and that's with Sasha Grey. That's Converting 2. Army of Mushrooms has the Foo Fighters.
The Pretender cover.
Pretender cover, and other tracks. But yeah, so.
Yeah, like every album will have like
a story, you know, and that's what represents us in that 2 years of span, and what we like is music. What will come now after I Am 30 that is now out, I don't even know, because we're after that album, so we're not still, we don't know. We do work now a little bit on a new Psytrance Mafia, a little bit stuff. So
we can talk about
with Kobe, and
have a good track on the works.
Yeah,
so, a really good one.
There's a few coming up, and then we will start doing Infected Mushroom. We do music for the game as well. We have our own game, so music is gonna come out there as a side kind of thing. And that's
there's a lot of music there in the video game that will not most likely ever be released. We don't know yet, but for now there's no plan to release it. For now we just make it for the game.
So it's kind of cool for people go and discover the game, but there's still music that they didn't hear of Infected Mushroom. So that's a new way of kind of.
And the music changes, depends where you walk, depends what you explore. The verse, let's call it chorus, let's say they change positions, depends what you do in the game. So the song is more.
So it's a different track.
Different track every time you play.
You move, yeah.
So it's really cool.
The new way to think about music.
No, and I think it's an amazing, because you can recall a lot of people, if they like it. We have a lot of covers from music from Street Fighter, from Mortal Kombat, from The Witcher, from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to launch it. People is going to do all the promotion, making reels and TikToks.
Exactly. If they play the game, do reels, this is the new way of putting music out there, you know. And each year it's coming different. But for us, again, we still like producing music, and I think in the next 2 years you will see another. You know, definitely Psytrance Mafia new track, because we're working already, but you'll see another Infected Mushroom album and another this. We don't know what it will be, though. You know, we never know. There is no plan like, okay, now we're gonna do a techno album. You know, we do a techno track, and then we do this, and then we don't know. We'll see.
That's all you flow. And another collaboration I want to talk, because it also was amazing for me, was the Smashing the Opponent with
Jonathan Davis, such a legend from Korn, and such a fun project, and love that track.
We did another one with him, Evolution. That's also cool.
Correct. With he sings with Danzig. Correct. Yeah.
So you just like call them like, hey, we have this track. Do you want to step in?
Well, again, this was our manager back in LA who hooked it up, and then we became friends. He performed with us a few times in New York, also here in Mexico. I think it was in Monterey Festival, it was one of the festivals he played with us. And then he moved out of LA back to Bakersfield, which is where he's from. And I keep in touch with him until today. You know, once in a while he writes me, "Hey, dude, there was so." But I haven't talked to Jonathan. Like we say hi once in a while, text we have. But yeah, today I can call him and say, "Hey," but he's in Bakersfield. That's
It's not too far.
not too far. It's one hour, 1.5 hours.
He's living the life. He knows what he's doing.
No, he went back. Yeah, he went back to the Korn. The whole band is from there, so they came. Literally went back home. Yeah.
Yeah, but well, the impact also for us. Well, for as a fans commercially, it was like, wow, the guy from Korn is like,
Oh, it's legendary.
He's a legend, yeah.
A legend.
And a great guy.
Great guy, great singer, and it was fun doing it.
do you feel the same impact as Becoming Insane for the Smashing the Opponent?
No. Becoming Insane is a way bigger track. It's not because of the collaboration. It's because that track exploded. To tell you why, I don't know. But back in the day, it was something introducing something very ununique to trance. Then it had guitars a lot, Spanish, which never and English combined together, and a very catchy slogan, "I'm becoming insane." So it just caught, you know, and it became this is the biggest track of Infected Mushroom until today. So that's what it is.
Oh yeah, it's a super track.
Yep.
And now going to the Psytrance Mafia, I had the opportunity to talk to Kobe, and he gave me a little bit of background that they started. He went to LA, you make some tracks, and then he said, okay, let's start a project. But I want to learn your side of the story, like how it was like the born of this project.
Well, first of all, we like Kobe as what he does as to the dance floor, especially if you really break it down. I really like what he done in his trance music in the American market with Ophelia and all those guys, and Kill the Noise, and he works with a lot of American kind of artists. Anyways, we started doing music together, and after making so many tracks with other artists like Bliss, you know, we have like 5 or 6 tracks with Bliss, never mind, almost an album, but we never did it as a project. So I said to Ares and Kobe, let's do a project, you know, and not just do Blastoise on mushrooms or Infected and that's forget it. Let's do a project. We do an EP and then another EP and see how it goes. It's a new kind of project, and it's a new sound for Infected Mushroom, because if you hear Psytrance Mafia, you hear the tricks of us, but more of the Kobe kind of baseline and approach to the dance floor, and it's really fun, you know. And the first EP was a success, and now we're working more on music. It's fun making music with him. He also sits a lot in the studio, and that helps the flow. Easy.
Yeah, these levels of guys like Bliss and him and White Noise and all of them are like such high level of producers. It's like the top of the top. So it's really fun to work with them. It's super easy. Everyone can do everything. So it's really, really good.
Yeah. So we kind of share this project, and it's fun, you know. A few more tracks coming up pretty soon.
And then the 3 guys, they're amazing guys. I had the opportunity to hang out with them. Amazing guys.
Very nice guys, which is also important. You know, you have to have the flow with the people. You know, if you don't like somebody, it's hard to collaborate, even though if they're a big name, you know, because there's no chemistry with these guys. We have easy chemistry. Like Bliss, we did so many tracks together, but the last track, which we just put out on IM30, which is our LA Beast, this is the first time we sat together in a studio. So all the other collaborations were online, you know, even though we know Bliss and he performed with us, as a great guy and stuff. So this was the first time. And same with Kobe. Kobe was here also in the studio and stuff. So I think for a collaboration, it's way more fun being in the same room.
Yeah, totally.
As opposed to in anything, you know, because a lot of ideas come from mutual sitting together, you know, and also a lot of bad ideas that you think are great, they go like, nah, fuck that, you know. So I think it should happen like this, but not always it does.
No, and amazing tracks and amazing projects. When I saw Kobe and I congratulate him, like, man, this music is amazing. It's different, totally.
What's funny about both of these Bliss and Kobe, they all grew up on our music and they're fans, and we feel like, oh, we don't. What are you saying? We're old, so it's kind of weird, you know. It's kind of weird walking with somebody who says, "Hey, I grew up on your music." Okay, it's like for us, it's weird, you know. But
Oh, yeah, but it is what it is.
yeah,
Inspiration.
no, yeah,
Inspiration.
yeah.
And they are our inspiration today because we're listening.
Yeah,
to
we're
what they're
listening
doing.
to what they're doing. That's why we are, you know, we want this collaboration. It's not like they're coming. We love what they're doing individually, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, so, and how? Tell me a little bit the story of the video game, like this 360 change. How you come to that?
Well, it started during COVID times. So COVID, we had no shows, and there was a lot of off time, and it was also a childhood dream that I had long time ago. But in this time, this guy approached us. He sent us an email, and I'm like, okay, let's see what you can do. And I asked him some technical questions and stuff to see where he's at. And he's like the most genius guy I ever seen in my life. This guy is like next level genius on everything from sound to programming to Unreal Engine. And he was still learning, you know, but next level genius. His name is Ray. And anyway, so we said yes. And so we started, I talked with Duvdav if he wants to do this project. And we obviously agreed. And we both went all in on this project. So we are the only sponsors of the project. We are sponsoring it and everything and making it a reality. And it's, well, a very big deal because it's with the highest level of graphics, just like the $100 million video games, at least visually. And sound, I hope it's decent. And the music, we have a lot of unreleased stuff over there. And we're making new content now. It's going to be released next month, which changes the game totally. It's like a whole different game in next month. So I hope people will expect the Infected Mushroom vibe of like in our music, that something starts as one thing and goes to another and goes to another and goes to another.
And I'm gonna say this game, when the first people saw it, it's called Infected Mushroom Pinball, but the game was never only a pinball. We just released that as an opening gate to a way more. What he's talking about was from the beginning, we wanted a very big like game with a lot of walls and stuff to see, but producing it, and as he mentioned, to put out a video game that will compare with the big games, these are budgets of millions of dollars.
Yeah, 100 millions of,
Yeah, hundreds of millions. It's if you talk about EA games and all this, never mind. So us two and another programmer putting out a game, we had to kind of put it out just to make a name. So we put the pinball out, but the pinball is just a gateway to a way.
It's a test. We wanted to just release one. We wanted to see that the shop is working, the website is working. We wanted to see that there are no bugs. There are bugs because it's our first time releasing something like this.
It's not like releasing an album that we know exactly what to do now.
Or we did before plugins. Also, before releasing the first plugin, we wanted to make sure the plugin is as good as it can be. So anyway, so we're very excited about the game, and it's going to be a way bigger game than it is right now. And people will see the progress next month. So it's really
coming. The second big update is coming, and it's a big update.
Yeah, like really cool. I can show you privately after, but
big.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it was an amazing one because I'm also an engineer, and I love video games and love everything. And when I saw the pinball, and I saw it also as a beta one.
Yeah. It's definitely. It's the first test of us in this world, but it's a gateway to a way bigger game.
But also playing it on desktop or playing it in VR is very different experience. In VR, it's like you really you just get scared, things jump on you and stuff, and you feel things, you know.
Yeah,
desktop is harder.
We went into this as a VR game because this reality, for us at least, is very psychedelic. When you're in a VR, even playing ping pong on a VR, it's psychedelic, dude. It's like, wow. And so then we imagine, let's do a game of Infected Mushroom. Doesn't matter but when you're inside a world of what we can do in music-wise, that's where we are coming from.
And the whole sound is 360, of course. It's around, and
wow.
So there's a lot of work behind the scene.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. Yeah, I can't wait for people to see the full project. You know, so
coming soon.
It's still in development, but people can buy it. But it's still in development.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see it. But well, it's amazing. Yeah, because I was thinking a lot of stuff. No, yeah, it's like something that I'm going to see. Yeah, because I know it's very expensive, but you have fans all over the world. You can put like a Kickstarter.
We didn't want to put this on the crowd, you know. We want to develop it. We own it, and again, bringing more money. If it will show prospect, we will find ways to bring more money into it. But
we got offers. We got
Yeah.
big offers already. 3 big offers, and we just it's we're not looking for really specific thing right now. So when the time comes, maybe the right person will come and give us the right offer, and then
and buy us out, and we will move to Thailand.
and then we're gonna make a game in Thailand.
And make a game in Thailand. Live with Randy in Thailand, and we will retire.
Anyway, but it's exciting project for us at least. Not for everyone, because for us as a side as a little part of the development team and doing something new.
It's something
Cool.
different. It's not what we usually do. Besides the music part is also
More complicated.
more complicated in a game, because again, we think about the 360, the environment, and as Ares mentioned, it changes to
Different
the
music.
track can change if you go to that room or if you go to that room. So it's a evolving kind of a track. It's a different approach or how you put it on a CD. It's like putting on a CD the same track with 15 middles differently. So imagine it like that, okay? But you don't do that. So in a game you can.
In the game, if this happens, you press this, then the music changes to that. And if you press the other buttons, you get music.
Completely
So.
a new experience of music.
Yeah, you have a lot on your plate after
Yeah,
AM30.
Yeah, it's fun.
No,
you know?
we did it for already slowly for 5 years, slowly.
Yeah, we put it, because what we do a lot. We write a lot of music, and this game and the plugins, of course, the Filterverse took a lot of time that came out, and we're very proud of that. And the whole last album was
And the upcoming, by the way, we're working on a synthesizer, which is the biggest project we ever done. So a synthesizer,
Like a VST or
VST, yeah.
Yeah.
We also have, we made hardware for Filterverse, but it's not for sale for now.
Yeah. But the synth is like VST synth is the main goal of where we started these plugins. We started with I Wish, but the end goal is to have an infected mushroom or whatever synth, and even though there are really good synths out there today, and there are, we want to have something unique.
Something unique, yeah. Something that's doesn't exist yet. So
wow.
Or even be unique, it could be, because there's a lot of technology out there today. But we want to do something, special.
Wow, you have a lot in your
We
plate.
try to be busy, that's what we do. Yeah.
Very, very busy, because there are it's a different business. Like music is one business, doing a VST is another business. Is programming and compatibilities and depending on and then a video game.
yeah, we have more business, but yeah.
Again, we have teams also help us. We have people who help us. It's not doing the music, but doing the business side of it, and it's just fun and games. And we try to, and we have the families, which takes a lot of time, especially with the kids and stuff like that. So we like to be busy. Being busy 24/7 is good for you.
Yeah, always.
Way better than just
Not doing anything.
watching Netflix.
Yeah, you will get bored. It's tight, no?
Yeah. We try to be as busy as we can.
Oh, amazing! And what tips and recommendations can you give to a producer, a DJ that wants to go into this business?
Take it seriously. You should enjoy what you do, and you need to learn new things every day. So be humble. Understand you don't know enough things yet. Today you have a lot to learn every day. So be humble about it and enjoy learning.
I always tell the producers of our day, not what we were in the beginning. As you mentioned before, what will be a hit or you never know. So just do as much as music you like and put it out there. One of it will catch somebody, and not the one that you thought it will be a hit, Just do as much music as you can as a producer and put it out. Because today you can put it out. It's no problem, And if you do a lot of music and you get better in that and find your own, people will follow. Eventually, not necessarily in the first or second or third year. I always say in our beginning, people, really liked our first stuff, but we see it as horrible. We didn't know what we're doing. It's not really what, when you hear The Gathering, it's tracks that are there, but it's not really what we wanted it to be, because it took time to learn how to take what's here to here and then to put it out there. For us, it took a long time, so it takes for everybody time, So I always tell to producers, you beginning, as much as you like it, they're usually shit, So and that's fine, You're learning, you're progressing. Just do as much music as you can, put it out there. Eventually, something will catch.
Just like building a table, the first table will not look like this,
No.
So.
Yeah. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard, and well, these areas you were like the technology guy. What do you think about AI into music now?
Well, there's one. In one way, it's amazing. It's really amazing technology. That's just incredible. When we were young, to think that you can talk to a computer and he feels like it understands what you're saying and responds like kind of related answers. It's unbelievable. And you can tell the computer to write songs for you, which sounds today, I think you can make it sound incredible. It gives you credible channels and you can get the best results ever. It saves time. It can help people who don't know to make music so well. It can help them get great results. But in the same time, it also, people are scared it's going to take jobs from people who worked all their lives to learn a skill that now AI can do it in 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? So, and I personally, I don't see, like, it doesn't matter if you're against it or pro or anything like this, because it's here.
It's unavoidable.
So good for you if you hate it or not.
Some people don't like it, some people like it, but it's unavoidable.
It's not
here.
going away.
It's here, and in 2 years from now, you will hear a track that you will not know who made it. It's like today now videos now that came out last week, they're so fake that you cannot know if it's AI generated. In 1 year, music will be like that. So you can like it or not, this is where it's gonna be. So we'll sit a kid at home who will talk to a computer and tell me, give me 100 tracks a day, and it will. And it will sound...
It does, right now it's not great yet, but
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Depends what genre. Like if you take country or you take something that's very, very, like there's a lot of data that the AI already studied from. So on country music and blues, it sounds incredible. On hip hop, it sounds crazy.
And in techno and trance and stuff, 1 year from now, it's gonna sound amazing.
Joe Rogan played the Eminem, one of the Eminem remixes that AI did. That sounds so crazy. You still hear the artifacts of the AI vocals a little bit, but only producers do, I think. I think most people will not hear these artifacts.
If you want to have my approach to this, again, it's unavoidable. It's coming, But for me, how I look at music, I like to be an underground band since the day I was born, and I like niche. I like 5% of every music. That's me, okay? As a personal taste. I hate 95% of music. This is before AI. So now AI will come and will sound exactly like the 95%. So for me, I don't care. That's my approach on music, because I hate the 95% anyway. I like 5% of any music. And I don't think AI will replace that 5%. It will replace the 95%. The weird and the ununique, that's what I like. So it will stay, But again, as Eris said, it's unavoidable. Soon, you won't know what track is AI or a producer. So
already today, some songs, it's going to be hard to tell. Some songs. Only producers will be able to tell. But
yeah.
A regular person will not be able to, I think.
And let's say even today, half of the loops you hear are AI-generated prompts that even producers cannot say if it's that.
Orchestras, choirs.
The machine is really out there in that. But again, 1 year from now, it's going to be perfect. And that's where it is.
Same for movies, same
for everything. This is not AI. It has way bigger issues. Soon it's going to be inside of machine, robots. And then you have to think, okay, what next?
I like we're waiting for the AI nanny, It's
AI nanny is cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I'll buy an AI nanny. I don't need a nanny anymore. AI.
No, just for me.
Oh.
Just for me, not for the kids or anyone.
So babysit you?
Babysit me.
Okay, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, amazing! I mean,
I love AI nannies.
Maybe I'll take the Tesla. What is it?
We said after many years that we've done Army of Mushrooms back in the day, and then when our kids were born and we didn't have time to produce, I said to Erez, let's do an album now, continuous, and we call it Army of Nannies. So maybe Army of Nannies will come, but now I don't need AI nanny. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, but you're saying it's technology and it's evolving.
You can't stop it. Well, it's too late to stop it. You know, some of the big AI guys in the world, like Musk and all that, they say, let's stop AI. And if they're saying it, what can we do? You can't.
But soon the government will be run by AI,
Yeah.
and
And then
we'll
there's
see.
there's other difficulties than music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally. No, but I see a lot of producers are worried because the AI it's getting better and better and better.
And programmers, what do you say about
Producers, video editing. AI took 80% already of their jobs, you know, and gave it to
soon surgeons, all the brain people learn to be brain doctors, whatever, neurologists for like so many years, whatever it is, you know, so many fields, and robot will be most likely always nice to the customer, no mood swings, you know what I'm saying, always give the best results as possible. So I don't see how it's not going to win, and it's going to be cheaper, and people always are greedy.
Again,
People want to make money.
as long as us as consumers we embrace AI, then AI will be, you know, and we do. Everything is AI. This machine that is with you is many years AI kind of following you. It knows exactly what we're talking about. It listens. Then when I go out, it will show me what I like to buy. And I already embrace this technology, and I wait every year that the new one will come and I buy it. So,
By the way, we talk nice about AI just because it hears us right now.
we love AI, especially AI nannies.
Yeah, we love AI.
Yes.
If you watch Terminator, you should love AI.
We have a track AI therapist.
Yeah.
We love AI.
Yeah, it's coming in the see how it's evolving. Yeah, I make this question because it's evolving too fast.
Of course.
Yeah, next year is going to be, and all the automated and all the AIs, people, robots that can help you inside. Yeah, I think it's something that it's an assistant that it's to give you more time, like you make the I Wish plugin.
It's exactly the same thing. You're right, and this is the same with the shortcuts. It saves people time, but people get offended because they thought they have a special skill that only they can do, and now AI can do it too.
Yeah. The only thing that is the AI is an assistant, but not think.
Not inventor.
Yes. Yeah. You give the prompts, but they need a prompt. You need at least the idea.
Yeah.
Like make a video game. Okay, what? Like a pinball, first-person shooter. You need to have a little bit of background.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so before finishing the podcast, I wanted to tell you something because why it's so special for me, this interview, is because I started like playing the guitar in the high school and everything. And when I listened to I Wish the first time, I was, oh, this track is amazing. And then I start listening to some Asterix tracks. And then I hear Heavyweight. And for me as a guitar player, was amazing. So I put a guitar solo in a track. And the first party they invite me, in fact, it was in Monterey. So I met you in 2009, and you were like an inspiration to go inside into this world, and it was amazing to meet the guitar player. I forgot the name of the
Tommy,
Tommy, and the drummer, and also Scassi was there.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. And when I saw you playing all over the world with all the tracks, I said like you were like a big inspiration, because at that moment Bliss didn't play with a guitar, only Scassi, but he stopped doing it. So yeah, and then I started playing all over the world, and then I stopped a little bit of music because I say, this is a very difficult world. I'm very tired. And then I was 2015, and they told me like, you should go back. I'm going to bring it back to Montreal again. Do you want to play again? And then I saw you again. So for me, like, it's impressive that every time that I make a decision or change something,
we're here.
You're there. Also with the podcast, I was like, because I have interviewed a lot of.
We did it just for you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, what are your social media? Where can people follow you?
Well, we're everywhere.
Just Google infected mushroom. Doesn't matter.
we don't, Instagram, Face,
Yeah, we have all the links in our
all the
website.
shit. Yeah, we just, social media, such a pain, and you need to work it all the time. And we have people who will help us because we're tired of working on that. Soon he's going to be an AI assistant, probably, no?
Mm-hmm.
Who makes videos of Randy eating tacos and stuff like that. So
We're gonna make tacos too.
yeah.
And any special message for your Mexican audience?
Well, we love coming to Mexico. It's been good to us since, as we mentioned, since our first party here back in the day until today. We got massive support from Mexico. We love coming here. We love the food, the people. And yeah, new album out, game out, plugins out. We're still running and doing fun and games. And if you want to come check it out, EDC today, but well, we're going to be here
Yeah.
for a few shows around the years. So come check us out.
And Larry, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Let me close the episode in Spanish. A todos los que vieron y escucharon este podcast, sigan a Infected Mushroom en todas sus redes sociales. Denle like y compartan para que esto siga creciendo. Y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo. Hasta luego.